All right, folks, today we're going to be looking at a vehicle I never thought I would make a video on, and this is a 2013 Toyota Venza. And I remember when these came out, I thought there was absolutely no purpose or reason for them, and I still kind of feel that way. These are kind of the definition of a crossover. They're not a bad looking vehicle. You can kind of see the Camry in the front of this one, and it is 12 years old, but I'm going to say this. And this is something you really can't see. You have to experience, and you won't know unless you do it. But if you're looking at like a Dodge Journey or a Toyota Avalon and you can't find one, I would buy this vehicle. So I feel like it is a decent looking vehicle, and it has some good utility. It's like the front end is not bad. Like I said, it looks like a Camry, just a little bit of a larger front end. It's obviously wider. It sits up a little bit. You can sand and clean up the headlights. It does have fog lamps. This paint is metallic and it's holding up well. This thing has some pretty large tires. This has 20-inch wheels. So definitely is probably gonna ride like an SUV. I like that you have an indicator here. I like the chrome in the door, and I think this is a great touch for 2013. You do have keyless entry. So you see this here, you can touch this and lock the vehicle. So don't worry about that. But I love that you don't have to pop something off if your key dies to get in the vehicle. You do have chrome trim along the bottom, and you do have like an edge there. So the vehicle looks good. It kind of looks like an older CX-9, kind of, if you're familiar with those. The chrome here, I could do with or do without. You have your little stick up antenna there. And like the wheels make this vehicle look a little bit more sporty, and they are wide, and they, are a good size. So like it does give this vehicle a bit of utility, and it's old enough to have real dual exhaust. So I like the exhaust on the back of this vehicle. You have reflectors here. The back end doesn't look too bad at all. It says Venza on the back. And this vehicle has a good amount of space. And again, if you're looking at a Dodge Journey, don't buy it. Find a older Toyota Venza and get that. So we'll actually start in the back. So it does have a power lift gate. This is a ton of space. And this is a 2-row crossover. This isn't a 3rd row, which I kind of like because, I don't know, sometimes I feel like the 3rd rows are gimmicky, especially on midsize. But looking down here, you have a spare tire, so not much storage there. This carpeting is kind of coarse, but this is definitely more than a RAV4. This is more than a lot of SUVs, and there's not a lot of high liftover. So this is very, very functional. These seats do come down. You just pull this lever, and then the seats come down, and you have, imagine that seat down, you have a ton of utility for this vehicle. Like you can throw sod back here, you can throw concrete, probably put some sort of tarp, but you can do many things with this vehicle. And then stepping around, so I'll close this door, and this door looks great, by the way. Like I said, I like the chrome in the door. So if we're going to keep the chrome up here, definitely have it in the door. Lincoln does this. I think it's a nice touch. The handle opens the standard way. There's no button internally to press, which is an additional unnecessary complication. But these doors open wide. So to get in this vehicle, like entry and exit's going to be great. You don't have to worry about sitting on the ground because a lot of modern sedans are trying to do the sporty thing and they have you sitting on the floor. But I will say the doors feel lighter weight, but they do feel solid. It's understated beauty here in class, I would say. You do have an automatic window here, 2 speakers there. You have a plastic kick plate there. And then stepping in, like sitting in this vehicle, this is like the perfect height to sit in. And you have a ton of room in here. Again, you just have this 2nd row. So we'll move this guy up. And you have vents back here. You do not have charging back here, but this hump is low enough to where you could sit 3 adults back here. I wouldn't want to do that, but you could seat 5 back in here driving around town. I wouldn't do it for longer than 45 minutes. This is a wide, flatter surface. It is firm, and these seats are holding up well for their age. This is a 12-year-old vehicle. So I like the piping here. The design isn't going to wow you. Some might say it's a little bland, but you do have texturing in the headrest. And then you have the double sunroof thing going. So you have this, well, you have a sunroof, and then you have a moon roof right here, and that is a very, very nice touch. That makes things feel more open and airy. You have this grab handle here, you have a map pocket here. Like, this is hard back right here, this is a hard plastic, and this is leather here. The only thing is the seat belts do get a little dirty when they are tan like that, but I like the wood touch here. And honestly, like, I don't miss having charging back here. Like, it's a 2013, it is what it is. But you can tell these seats are a good size, and this is a very, very comfortable vehicle. Looking at the front, this is the cockpit here. It definitely doesn't look new. You can tell it's a little bit dated, but like any 4Runner you get into, they're gonna look kind of similar. Quality and craftsmanship are more of Toyota's things, but it says Venza there. I like that kick plate. Again, this door opens very wide. It's not super heavy, but it stays in place, so it's not gonna like fall into the car next to you. You do have memory seating here. It says all auto, so every window is auto. This is a nice touch here. This is textured here. You can wipe these things down pretty easily and keep them clean, so there's utility in that. And you can tell this is real leather because, you know, this part of the seat and this part of the seat usually wear a bit, and you can see wear here, but they're still holding up very, very well. Like I mentioned, you have an automatic lift gate here. Your mirror controls are here, very straightforward. Traction control is here. Your vent here is very straightforward. You can turn it, open and close it with this. Everything feels solid. This door does feel a bit heavier for the front door, and this is a substantial door, but you can tell you're not in a sedan. But I love this. I think this is a great alternative, and I can kind of see the appeal. The steering wheel is nice. It's chunky, it's thick, so holding on to that is nice. Your cruise control is right here. I prefer it not be on the stock, but right here, this is so easy. Your Bluetooth controls are here. Call, hang up, voice activation there. Windshield wiper stuff is here, which is very, very easy, very accessible. You have automatic headlights. No digital in this gauge, but that's fine. It's 2013. Everything you need is right here. It's going to be illuminated well, so I love that. You know, this is a quality leather wrapped steering wheel that's holding up well. You have the same texturing in the dash here. This is foam, but you have, you know, an indicator right here. I'm not exactly sure what goes there, but that's, you know, a pretty dope little touch there. Hopefully it tells you like the temperature maybe, or I don't know, some navigational stuff if you want. But you have heated seats here. Cup holders are in a good place. I like that. I don't know what this cubby's for except for keys, which I don't get. And then you have a little cubby here. I would just rather this would be one little cubby space. You have a cubby hole here. You can put stuff in. You have a tensioner there to kind of hold it in place. I feel like they could have simplified this and made the cup holders bigger, or just push this back, have these cup holders, and have some space in here. And they could have even done a knob in 2013, but that's okay. This makes it kind of feel a little bit more passenger-centric, but still a nice screen for the time. You have HD radio here. You have info, reset setup. Your hazard button is there. You have a speaker here, which is nice. Looks like you may have speakers there and right here. So this does have a JBL synthesis system. So you have several speakers here, and then you have this opening here and a coin tray, which is very old school. You know, you have a manual parking brake, which is okay. You have a rather large cubby here, so you can lift this thing out. You have good space here. No charging options in there, so that's interesting. Where do you charge in this place? Huh. I don't know. Where can I charge? Oh, wow. Okay. So, all right. So charging is here. All right. So your charging options, you have one right here and then one right there. In 2013, a lot of people were still using that. But yeah, the controls are pretty straightforward in this vehicle. Not anything to complain about. You have a ton of utility. I am sitting up. I feel like I could see over, you know, the hood decently well. You know, the ride height is a little bit taller than your sedan, so that gives you a little bit more confidence. And I love the 20-inch wheels. Love those. You have an auto dimming mirror here. You know, I've already mentioned you have a sunroof here, so it's a lot of natural lighting. Obviously this is LED lighting. You have a garage door opener here, you know, sunglass holder right there. And then opening this feels nice and premium. It doesn't slide out, but that is a massive mirror. Shout out to Toyota for that. And you can put your map or, you know, small atlas, in-town atlas in there. But yeah, this is nice. The hood, we have a 3.5 liter V6 engine. It has like 268 horsepower and 247 pound-feet of torque. So that is a good amount of power here. It does have all-wheel drive also. So this is a capable vehicle if you live in a place that gets snow and, you know, you don't live too far out of the way or off grid. It would be very helpful. This would be a great alternative to Subaru, honestly, if you're a Toyota fan person. Your battery is right here, your airbox is here. I mean, this engine is gonna go forever. This is a tried and true Toyota engine. And even if you have the base one, I think it's a 2.7 liter 4-cylinder, and it has 181 horsepower, 182 pound-feet of torque, which is still good power. It's not like you're rock crawling with the thing, but it is tied to a 6-speed automatic transmission, so not the most modern drivetrain, but still very, very solid. I think this one combines for like 22 mpg. Still, like, I think you could get like mid-20s on the highway, maybe 26. Obviously more with the 4-cylinder. So all in all, I'm gonna say it again, if you're looking at a Dodge Journey, run and get a Toyota Venza. You're just gonna have a higher quality experience with this vehicle. And then if you're looking at a Subaru, it's a great alternative, kind of a hidden alternative. You don't have to worry about the boxer engine complications. And yeah, this is a great sleeper Toyota.